Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.
In the career of any great boxer, there are fights that define everything. For Mike Tyson, they were the moments when the ring froze and the public saw the birth of a legend. I'm going to tell you about the key episodes that forever inscribed Mike Tyson's name in boxing history. And we'll start at the very beginning of Tyson's career. On March 6, 1985, when an 18-year-old boy named Mike stepped into the ring against Hector Mercedes, few of those sitting in the audience could have guessed that they witnessed the birth of a new legend of the boxing world. Mike started his first professional fight in his signature style. Already in the first round, Tyson pinned his opponent to the ropes with a powerful series of body blows and accurately hit him in the liver area. This blow was decisive. Mercedes was unable to recover and continue the fight. After his debut, Tyson began an intimidating winning streak that quickly made him the most talked about young boxer in the world.
His name is Mike Tyson, and he's the reigning boxing king.
During the first year of his career, he fought and won 15 fights, most of them in the first round. His fights lasted no longer than a few minutes, and his victims fell one after another. Tyson was increasing the pace, confidently approaching the title fight. One of the most spectacular episodes along the way was the fight with Marvis Frazier, son of the legendary Joe Frazier. This fight took place on July 26, 1986, and was a true statement to the boxing world. Mike destroyed Marvis in 30 seconds, sending him into a deep knockout after a lightning-fast combination of punches.
Let's move, or we're going to be out of here very, very quickly. And Marvis is hurt. I just clipped him right on the chin. The left was unnecessary. Marvis is badly hurt at this point. Uppercut again. And there, Marvis is out on his feet. Everything after this is just...
Frazier is down. Joe Cortez moves in to have a look. And he's going to stop the fight.
It wasn't just a fight. It was a manifesto. Tyson was ready for the top. And after just 2 solid knockouts, Mike Tyson stepped up for his first title fight, the moment for which millions had been waiting. Standing in his way was Trevor Berbick, the reigning WBC world champion, and the last man who defeated the great Muhammad Ali. It seemed that Tyson was facing a tough and experienced opponent, but the reality turned out to be quite different. From the very beginning, it was clear. It was a fight of unequal strength. Tyson entered the ring with cold fury and full concentration. He literally hunted Berbick, breaking the champion's defense time after time. And in the second round, it was all over. A powerful left hook knocked Berbick out.
Way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up.
He tried to get up, but he couldn't. He fell again and again, as if his body would not obey his mind.
He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It's before as a knockout. Mills Lane's hunted him out to 10. It's all over. We've got a brand new.
That night, November 22nd, 1986, the world witnessed the birth of a new king. Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, at just 20 years old. Victory over Trevor Berbick was only the first element in the mosaic of Tyson's rapid ascent. He didn't waste any time. In his next fight, he won the WBA title, confidently defeating James Smith, and then defended his belt in a spectacular fight with Pinklon Thomas. All of this was just preparation for the main goal, the Unification titles and the status of undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And so, in August 1987, a historic fight took place, which the whole boxing world was waiting for. Two undefeated champions entered the ring, Mike Tyson the owner of WBC and WBA belts, and Tony Tucker, the IBF champion. For the first time in the history of the heavyweight division, two reigning champions who had never known defeat met. It wasn't just a title fight, it was a battle for the absolute. Tucker, having the advantage in height and arm span, tried to hold off the onslaught of Tyson. Already in the first round, Tony Tucker managed to do what no one before him has ever succeeded in doing. He hit Tyson's chin with a powerful uppercut, forcing him to retreat for a moment.
That was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there.
However, Tucker was unable to build on his success. Instead of actively attacking, he began to be cautious, moving into the clinch more and more often and trying to keep his distance. But in the second half of the fight, the advantage of Iron Mike became obvious. He methodically shortened the distance, imposed a close fight, and time after time hit with accurate punches. At the very end of the 12th round, Tyson shocked Tucker with a powerful left hook. But he managed to stay on his feet, escaping in the usual clinch. Despite Tucker's resilience, the winner was obvious. Mike Tyson confidently took the victory.
Champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson, not surprisingly, the unanimous decision winner over...
Victory over Tony Tucker completed the epical unifying mission. Mike Tyson became the absolute heavyweight champion of the world. He had won all the major belts, proving his superiority. But there was a fight ahead, which did not fit into the usual framework of a sports fight. It was a personal story stretching back to his teenage years, a story of pain, vows, and revenge. On October 2, 1980, 38-year-old Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring against his former sparring partner, Larry Holmes. It was a tough night. The boxing legend, already suffering from an illness, was helpless against the onslaught of the younger champion. The spectators were crying, unable to watch their idol helplessly endure the blows. And somewhere on the other side of the country, a 14-year-old Mike Tyson was sitting at the screen. Clenching his teeth and fists, with tears on his face, he repeated, "I will avenge you, I promise." And years later, he got his chance. No longer a boy, but a formidable champion, he goes up against Larry Holmes. The boxing world had never seen such a motivated Tyson. Even in his first title fight, he didn't come out with that kind of inner fire. He carried through the years all the pain and rage of that night when his idol was brutally defeated. Now, it was finally time to return the favor. Before the fight began, Muhammad Ali himself stepped into the ring. He slowly walked up to Tyson, leaned over to him, and uttered a phrase that at that moment became an order. "Get him for me." Mike only nodded briefly. He knew this night was going to be special. From the first gong, it was clear Holmes had fallen into a trap. Tyson was unstoppable. Holmes tried to keep the distance, to delay the moment, but Mike was not going to wait.
One of the great heavyweight champions of all. And there's the bell ending the round. Right hand gets through, and a light left just in the bell. Continue to fight.
In the fourth round, Tyson put Holmes on the floor with a powerful right jab, and that was the beginning of the end.
There's the biggest problem. Oh! Right hand! Down goes Larry Holmes! For one of the few times in his career.
With great difficulty, Larry got up and continued the fight. But immediately, the furious Mike attacked his opponent, and with several swinging hooks, he got another knockdown.
Mike had him out with a heavier shot than that. But right now, Mike Tyson is inside. He's the boss, and Larry's down.
Holmes got up this time, but it would have been better if he hadn't. Tyson continued beating the former world champion. Larry took all the blows and did not respond to them, and Tyson's signature right hook put an end to this confrontation.
Set for the big man. Right hand hurt Larry again. He's back at his heels. Left hand. Larry's going to get hurt. This is bad. Joe Cortez takes a look in the eyes. Larry gets there with the left hand. The right hand. Digs to the body, goes to throw right hand, just flipped it.
Holmes collapsed on the floor and did not even try to get up on his feet. Tyson kept his promise and became the first boxer who managed to knock out Larry Holmes, putting an end to the old school era.
And Mike throws one more right hand.
After a defeat to Buster Douglas in 1990, Mike Tyson's career staggered, but did not stop. He returned to the ring, confidently defeated Henry Tillman, Alex Stewart, Carl Williams, and then had 2 hard fights with Donovan Ruddock. It seemed he was ready to reclaim his throne once again. But fate had it differently. In 1992, Tyson found himself behind prison bars. A rape conviction put a pause on his career for almost 4 years. When he was released in 1995, the entire sports world held its breath. Tyson wasn't just a boxer, he was a phenomenon. And now everyone wanted to know, what was the legend left after prison? The fight with Peter McNeely in August 1995 was a symbolic moment for Tyson. It was not just a return to the sport. It was a test to see if he was still the same predator capable of dominating the ring, or if the prison years had taken away his main weapons, speed, aggression, and fear that he instilled in his opponents. McNeely talked a lot before the fight, promising to surprise the world. But all he could do was last 89 seconds. Tyson mercilessly walked over him with his signature aggression, and only the intervention of his opponent's trainer saved McNeely from a heavy knockout. This fight was a short but very loud statement. Mike Tyson is back. And by the looks of it, his power hasn't gone anywhere. In this video, I told you about the most significant victories that made Mike Tyson a boxing icon. But each of his fights was an important moment in his career. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel not to miss new interesting stories about great fighters. And share in the comments what Tyson's fight left you with the most vivid impressions. See you soon.